Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 5.5 of the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico, and my awesome co-host.
What up? What up, Trading Daddies?
Hey. First things first, we want to apologize for not giving you guys our normal weekend podcast episode. Just we had some technical difficulties. We had an awesome guest lined up. But for some reason, our podcast recording software decided to take a day off on the day that we wanted to work. But with that
You know
being
what
said,
sucks is, but bro, you know what sucks is because it was an hour long, and next thing you know, I just cut off 10 minutes.
right? No, dude, it was so sad. Like I was pissed because it was already a solid pod to begin with.
Yeah.
A very solid pod to begin with, and there's like what the hell happened? And then, luckily we got our guest on. Awesome guest, by the way, dude.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring him back.
We gotta
I'm not gonna name names right now.
we gotta reschedule that one because he has so much insight, and then we really enjoyed the conversation that it would be a crime, if in my own opinion, it would be a crime for us not to deliver this guest to you because it was so good, and we owe it to the people to do so.
Right.
So last week was fun. I had a lot of fun last week. Pretty solid trades.
You had a big week actually last week.
Yeah, a pretty solid week, I think. No, last week, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I made some good plays. I made some bad plays. I was down $600, dude. Friday comes in, I was down $600 for the week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, surprisingly down $600 for the week. But because I was holding on to positions that we were playing for this week.
Right.
And this week was this was pay week.
Bro,
dude. What a week it has been so far. Just to recap a few plays from last week that really worked out well was Salesforce. We had Workday, which is amazing. Okta decided not to have fun with us and enjoy the Trading Daddies rally. But I mean, I'm not mad. Down 600 come Monday, I'm okay.
Yeah. We had a lot of winners. CrowdStrike, CRWD. We have DocuSign, which had an amazing run for the past week, pretty much. And Okta's actually coming back. And then also CRM. I mean, a few of us played CRM last week, and it's actually the leader of the industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Okta is an underdog, and right now Okta's trading at what, 230. It actually came back, so I have a few calls on Okta, one for a $240 strike and one for $250 strike. So last week, I mean, how was your week this week?
May I say that I just did in my opinion, I think it was unthinkably impossible. I never thought that I could have pulled it off, right? Because remember, guys, from the time that Apple decided to announce the split, what followed next? Tesla decided to announce another split, and we were like, all right, this is going to be a full-on Tesla and Apple month. We're not going to get away from this. So we embraced that philosophy that there's going to be days that all we play are going to be Apple. We're going to sprinkle in a little bit of different plays here and there, but for the most part, our portfolios were like heavy Apple and heavy Tesla.
Yeah.
And thank you, Splitsville. Thank you to Splitsville.
Yeah, we've been talking about Splitsville for the past 2 weeks from now, and Monday was the first day, and it was crazy. First of all, Apple ran. Tesla somewhat followed. But see, here's the thing though. So Tesla announced an offering. Okay, so for the folks who don't know what an offering is, pretty much they're putting out more shares for the public to buy. Okay, it was worth $5 billion. Okay, so basically the company is raising funds, and that's how they raise funds, basically through shares. Okay, and then they sell these shares out to the general public. I think we covered that in the previous episodes. But $5 billion for an offering,
It's
that's
huge, and
huge.
all of it is factory play. All of it, all of the full 5 million. Granted, they don't need to; they have the cash to do it.
Yeah.
But that kind of, it's good and bad. It's good for the general public who want to get in on Tesla because now there's more shares on top of the splits. There's more shares to be, to buy now. The price
Hmm.
is reflective of that. I mean, it did dip. I mean, it was dipping earlier. It hit a low of 405, and we were looking at it like, what the hell is going on here? But
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, yesterday that they announced the offering yesterday, September 1st, and it didn't even take
mm,
a dip. It actually hung in there. So, and today we experienced that. First of all, today Tesla was down as much as I think like 12 to 14% at one point, and it somewhat
mhm.
recovered. But to change the subject, first of all, I just want to let you know that I've invested in Tesla.
Welcome to the dark side. And for the longest time,
Bro,
I've been asking them.
do you know how it feels to be in Tesla now? I didn't know because I would always look at these memes and I'm like, okay, that sucks for you. You're down that much off of Tesla, and then sometimes I would see crazy gains like 50,000, 100,000. I'm like, damn, like I want to get in on that. So I just want to keep it public and let everyone know. Yes, I bought 40 shares of Tesla Monday at a nice price of
Sheesh.
$492. That's my average
Your
price.
average
Yep.
price is 492. Oh yeah, dude, my heart hurts.
Yeah, so currently I am down. I'm looking at the screen right now. Yep. After today, 2 grand on Tesla. So it's that one's unrealized. You only lose money if
Hmm.
obviously if you sell. So here's the thing though. So I do see Tesla as a 1 trillion market cap
Hmm.
company. So where does that take us? Probably like two, three times our money. So you ever seen that movie Bird
Yeah.
Box? So I'm gonna bird box the hell out of this because I'm gonna put a blindfold on and not look at Tesla for a
So
year or two.
so for those who follow the Trading Daddies Instagram, I did post that meme. So the story behind that meme was this. So John would send me memes. He would send me memes daily. And if I see something very relevant, I'll change the meme to something even better. So that's where we came up with that whole bird box meme with the ticker symbol on the face, because all it is like YOLO, let's do this. You have the capital to do this. YOLO, buy your 40 shares. I even YOLO'd it. I have like two Tesla calls that are expiring in October 2nd. Just because like I'm gonna level with everybody here. It's not for the faint of heart. Like, you'll see Tesla one day up 50, down 25, down 50, down 75, and then up again 98. Like, it's a roller coaster, and you need to have the stomach to see, or the heart. Yeah, you know what?
Heart?
It's heart.
You mean the
Say
stomach?
it again.
The heart and the
Yeah,
stomach.
because it's such a roller coaster ride, but it's a fun roller coaster ride because once you're right, dude, it's I can't complain. I'm like, give me more good news about Tesla, and it's just gonna go up. It's just gonna keep going up. And I think right now, and again, let's confirm this, John. We're in a tech cycle again, right?
Yeah, because yeah, well, it started last week really with all the clouds just coming out of nowhere. And I really do think that the cycle somewhat
Mm-hmm.
shifted this week, um, because a lot of money was leaving the clouds today. So CRWD kind of took a dump.
Mm-hmm.
CRM followed suit. Okta kind of is holding levels right now, but really
Mm-hmm.
Workday hasn't really moved that much. Uh, I'm still going to keep an eye on these plays because CRM is actually setting up for another run potentially. That's a keyword potentially. I'm also in CLDR. I had 750 shares. They beat earnings and revenue for earnings today that was released. However, I mean, it after earnings it went down. It's at 1280 right now, so I might take a $200 loss. We'll see
And
how it goes tomorrow.
what's funny
Um,
about these earnings season, right? You see, companies beat their revenue estimates. You see companies beat their earnings per share estimates, right? But the guidance is so bad
mhm.
because of the uncertainty, I feel.
A lot of what you're going to notice if you read the news, a lot of companies are pulling their guidance and forecast for the rest of the year. It's because who knows? I mean, what if the economy, doesn't reopen? I mean, some of
Mm-hmm.
these states are still on lockdown. Uh, I mean, California is slowly opening up, but no one knows. I mean, I would still put my money on tech because
Mm-hmm.
tech never closed down. So that's why we saw an influx of investors coming in at CRM or Workday or CRWD. All of these cloud plays like ran. We're talking about 20 to 30%. Like DocuSign. Like let's talk about DocuSign because you had a huge position in Docu. Well, it was a small
Yeah.
position
So
that became
currently,
big.
I posted it
You want to talk
earlier
about that?
on the Trading Daddy story. Currently, I have a DocuSign call for 2020 stroke price for 13. I bought it at 1350, and now it is worth
Mm-hmm.
53.75. Yeah,
Like three,
300%.
400%, 300
300%.
300%
I've been
gain.
holding that since last week. I've been holding that since last week, and they report tomorrow afternoon, and everybody uses DocuSign. In my opinion, I think it's going to be a beat, even if they do, if it does dump a little bit because maybe lack of forward guidance. I still win that trade because of how up
Mm-hmm.
I am currently. I have
What positions are
Broadcom,
you
which is a
holding?
semiconductor company based out of Singapore.
It, it's
I
they're
believe
known
so. Yeah,
for
it's a,
their
it's an
5G,
Asian
right?
play.
Yeah. So they're
Tomorrow.
reporting
Yeah.
earnings tomorrow, correct?
It's like
Yeah.
Qualcomm.
I think that's going to be a big play as well.
It's like Qualcomm, yeah. Um,
Yep. So
I'm up
they're competitors, right?
5% on that.
Pretty much.
Lockheed Martin. I'm in Lockheed Martin. I'm up 94%, and I'm up 0.70% on my Tesla calls.
How did you hit? No, let's not talk about Tesla no more. How did you hit 90, almost 100% for LMT?
Yeah.
Because you
So
just called that today.
when I catch a stock, right? When I catch a stock, and I'm just gonna tell everybody my
Yeah. Please
I'm
explain.
just gonna tell
I'm still
everybody
baffled.
my option strategies. It's not foolproof. It's not something that everybody should do. But ever since I've learned about the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, I've started looking at
Hmm.
plays and trying to see if there's any upward momentum with certain stocks. And if I do see upward momentum, I'm gonna take a look at the first and foremost. I look at the daily chart to determine if there's upward momentum to see if the levels are making sense for me, especially if we're looking at the exponential moving averages like the 90, the 50s and the 20s. If I see it's close enough there and it's a green day, it's more likely going to go up. So I go into the 5 minute chart, and if the price or the EMA 9 is below the VWAP, it's a good time to buy.
Hmm.
Then you could just ride it all the way out.
I think we should do a
Oh,
live
I'd love that,
trade
dude.
pod
It's not going to be
someday.
as exciting because pretty much what we
Yeah,
do when we're trading is like this.
yeah. We. Oh, you want to talk about that because um, when I tell my friends or people I meet, oh, I trade stocks, and they always say, oh,
No,
you must be a millionaire. Where's your Bugatti?
no.
Yes, this today's Wednesday. Yes, we're up 2,800
Mm-mm.
for the week, but that's not going to make me a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
I do have bills too, so I always tell people, yes, well, I am a trader, and when I trade, it 90% of
It
it
is.
is
It
waiting.
is. It's not as exciting as people say it is.
Seriously,
It's not.
it's that's why you're always going to see me, like on my phone texting Nico about memes and like jokes
Like
and
half the
like,
time you're
what are
scanning,
you doing?
like you're
Like,
just you're
I'm
looking
at
at
work.
charts and it's all the same like numbers. Yeah, you're staring at the
You're
screen.
staring at the screen.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not glamorous.
it's not glamorous. Like,
Hmm. You
your
do.
eyes get tired, you get a headache.
You
You're
do.
staring at screens. Like, I have 238s, right? And I have a laptop, bro. Like, and I have a TV as well in this room. So I'm just
Eight
staring at
hours.
like
I'm
electronics
like
for
concerned for you,
eight
buddy, because
hours.
I feel like you have so much light going. Uh, have you not been like you're not tan yet?
I need to get some sun, bro. Well, yeah, for the folks who think this is a glamorous job or a side gig, I
No,
mean, we'll show you. We'll do a live trade.
it's
All we do is talk smack.
yeah,
We
yeah.
actually talk
It's a
more
lot. It's a
smack than
lot
we
more
actually
of.
trade.
That's the reason why I keep telling people like if you are gonna trade, please make sure that you join a community because it makes it more fun. Like the gaps in between pulling your trades, the gaps in between making your plays, it's they're wide and it's not it's exciting because you see your money working for you. I get it, right? I think that's the excitement of it, and being right on
Yeah,
certain things is amazing. That gratification, like oh shit, I was right, is amazing. But without the community that I trade with, without John's community, I don't think it would be as fun. I'd be lost, and I'd probably lose more money than anything.
yeah. So yeah, I at first when I started this group, this chat room, it was so boring trading by yourself, and sometimes you catch yourself talking to
You
yourself,
do,
right?
you do.
And you need an outlet. Like when it comes to trading, you need someone to vent to
Like
because
today was
there's
better.
going to be bad days. There's going to be good days. Like for example, Nico.
What?
Nico, was it Monday or yesterday? No, it was
Oh,
yesterday.
oh. I mean, let's just say that
You made
I 100%ed my gains yesterday.
exactly your entire account. You doubled your entire account, and then I'm like, how do you feel? You're supposed to vent. So for the folks that if you're trading alone, stop,
Like
or you're gonna go
like for the
crazy.
people trading at home,
Stop.
boy.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
do it with a group because it's more fun. Plus, the reason why I encourage to trade with a group is because when you're trading with a group, there's
Hmm.
more eyes in each position. Meaning, if someone misses, like for example, a candle or some news, someone can throw it out there. Hey, Tesla put up some offering. Oh, I missed
Hmm.
that. Well, too late. Tesla's already down 12%. Uh, so things like that, like it's better to
So,
run with a group.
and if you are looking for a group, we
Simple.
do have a group that we have on Discord, and if you want to join, please let us know, and we'll add you to the Discord group chat. And it's a fun little room where like everybody talks about their plays and people explain why and why they feel a certain way about a certain company, right? And we've seen a lot of gains this week. This is a pretty solid week, not just for us, but for also like the whole team ate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more fun when you're winning as a group, because again, more eyes in each position. It just makes sense. Again, for the ones who are trading by, you wouldn't know unless you try it, you know. And plus, the
Exactly.
chat room's
For
free. We're not
example,
selling you a
Zoom.
course
Let's just
here
talk
or
about
anything.
Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoom, right? Zoom
yeah.
was my biggest win of the week, right? Yeah, my career is
Your
bigger than the
biggest
Apple
win of
one.
your career.
My trading career, yeah.
You still trading career.
Hey, let's not call it that. So I bought this. I bought this on a YOLO play because I caught wind of it on the group chat, and I said, you know what? Why not? And then let's just join the people who called it in, right? So I bought it in 330 call strike. Um, I bought it at 1420, and I exited the trade, dude, at 740%. Just because they reported solid
Oh my
earnings.
god. All right, so let's talk about pandemic plays. Okay. So Zoom, ticker symbol ZM, was a pandemic play. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
they reported earnings and they killed it. They killed it by like a few miles, right? The reason they killed it by a few miles was because everyone was on lockdown. The folks who were working from home, guess
Mm-hmm.
what? When you're on a
Mm-hmm.
meeting, what do you get onto? You get on Zoom, right? Either Zoom or some other, I don't know.
Teams, Microsoft Teams.
What other platforms are there? Teams,
No,
Microsoft Teams. I've used
I
that
don't.
one.
Not
Does
yet, at
Facebook
least.
have one?
I'm pretty sure Zuckerberg is like coding somebody else's code. Like
Be
he's over
careful.
just looking at everybody's code, just like somebody else, and he's just trying to code his own.
They're probably listening to us. So if Facebook ever does a Teams or a Zoom meeting platform, we're going to sue them. Register that trademark. Yeah. But yeah, it's a pandemic play, and what I mean by pandemic play, we
It's the
used.
only thing.
Gosh, we've traded so many pandemic stocks. Okay. Everyone's been in their meetings, in their little Zoom meetings in the past, what, 3 to 4 months, because everyone's been on lockdown. And I think it's going to go on for the rest of the year. So, I mean, who knows?
There
Zoom
is some more runs. I feel that there
might
is
run some
a
more.
lot more to be had when it comes to Zoom. I just want to let everybody know that when you guys are playing these stocks and you see parabolic moves like this, when I say parabolic, you're seeing jumps of what? Let me
Well,
see.
Zoom went from what, like 300, 340 to like
460,
four
yeah.
something, right?
Almost a
460
hundred
was it?
dollar move.
470,
By
right?
the end of yesterday, it was up $130, dude.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
it ran after hours and it ran pre-market
I kid you not. I woke up at
and it ran the entire day
5:30.
after that.
I woke up at 5:30. I text John, like, bro, I'm up, and he was like, "Yeah."
You woke up at 5 because you
Oh yeah,
woke up at 5. I texted you at 5:01. You were already up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm jolly." It's because someone made a fat paycheck,
like
and I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
"You're
no.
normally not
In
up. You
fairness, I'm
usually get
usually
up
up
like
around
6:15."
6. 6 is the time I'm usually up. But with that being said, these parabolic moves that you
Yeah,
guys
you
see
were up
from
at 5.
stocks, be prepared for a pullback the next day or the day after. It's not all roses. People will sell, right? People will sell to take the profits, and I was one of them. I sold just to take my profits because I wanted to protect what I had yesterday, and I couldn't be any happier. And that's one thing that John's taught me is to make sure that to not get greedy and not to stay in a position longer than you should be. I mean, once you look at the charts and you see a downward trend, like we've talked about this before on this podcast, if you see a downward trend, if you see levels that you don't like, get out, because what if it keeps on dipping? You can't always hope that it's going to go up, right? You can't just hope for that.
Yep. And I think once we do a live trade, hopefully,
Yeah.
folks would join, and we're going to announce this on Facebook, on like Instagram. We're going to do a live trade session. Hopefully, some of our listeners would join, and we want to like break down what we look for in a chart. It's like we're not going to be able to break down everything in one session, but the
It's not going to
general
be a
basic
competition. I mean,
of what we look for.
we're not
Okay.
we're
Um,
not gonna run a trading competition. I've seen those, dude. Have you seen those like financial gurus on Instagram? Have you seen those people like, oh, we're gonna do a trade off, and I'm like, dude, how is that gonna work out? Like, you're not. I mean, you may be good traders, good, because nobody's an amazing trader, nobody's a perfect trader, nobody's even a good trader. Some people, we're just lucky, we're just very lucky sometimes, right? But can you
yeah.
imagine putting up X amount of money so that you could say, "Hey, I'm a better trader than you"? Bro, that premise pisses me off.
Uh, hey, bro, imagine, imagine being at the imagine being at the mall, right? And then you're walking with your crew, and you bump into another crew, right? And then you guys huddle up in a circle and be like, "What's up? You want to trade off? You pull out your phone or your laptop. Let's do a trade
A
off.
trade off, like it's a dance
Let's do a
battle.
1 hour trade off."
Like it's a dance battle. Imagine going to the mall during lunch hour, right? And then you come across another trading crew and you're like, oh, let's have a trade off. And there's only 5 minutes left in the market. Like it's all YOLO swings.
You YOLO your entire account, hoping that dirt
All
would
YOLO
stick, right?
swings. But yeah,
Oh my god.
dude, how's family? How's everything at home? You see, you've been very busy lately.
Oh, oh my god. Um, I have many jobs, and being a full time dad is one of them. Um, and
Yeah.
in all honesty, trading has become my outlet. And thank Nico wanted to start trading daddies is because like we just want to let all the dads out there know that hey,
Yeah.
sports was supposed to be locked down. Basketball was supposed to be canceled, right? In the middle of the damn playoffs. So, and
I don't
football's
watch
not even
baseball,
here. I
but
mean,
football is a week away,
God, do you
dude.
even watch baseball?
I got
Like,
drafts coming in, dude.
I know, but come on now. Like, I mean, what if the
Knock
entire,
on wood.
gosh, all the sports are canceled,
Yeah,
right?
I'm spending all my
All right,
money in
what
the
are you going to
market.
do? Might as well trade instead of
Which I
like
will, by the
spending
way.
money
By
in
the
your
way,
fantasy
I am
football
gonna I
league
am gonna play
or
fantasy
sports
football this
betting.
year.
Might as well.
True.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that put your money to work. We're in a good position right now in the market where, gosh, we're back at all time highs again. You know, and crazy that it's crazy. It's so
Hmm.
crazy. Like 4 or 5 months ago, everyone was in panic mode. People going up to me, "Oh my god, I lost
Yeah.
so much money." Well, did you sell? No, I didn't. Well, you didn't lose money then. And guess what? That same person comes back to me months later. I got all my money back.
You
No, I
got your
didn't.
money
Okay, then.
unrealized.
You got your money back then. Nothing happened. Unrealized. Um, gosh, I mean, for the ones that want to spend their money in sports betting, like today,
Dude.
for example, I traded the DraftKings. Okay. Speaking of sports betting,
Yeah.
so DraftKings, well, I mean, you and I both know what DraftKings are. They're a sports betting company, okay, gaming company, and they're huge. I'm not sure. I think they're about 20 something billion market cap. Today, they announced some news that Michael Jordan is part of their board now, right? Board of advisors, and he's actually buying
Oh
a
yeah, dude.
stake of
He's
DraftKings.
Michael
And have
Jordan,
you
as
seen
great of
the
a
Last
basketball
Dance?
player he is, he's a degenerate. Like, dude,
He's a perfect. He's
no.
perfect for this.
You
He
think
should
Michael
have
Jordan
owned
bets on the
the
Hornets
fucking
every night?
Hornets, right? I'm sorry. Like, I said the Hornets like they're still in Charlotte, right? It's actually the Bobcats. I'm sorry. See, I don't even pay attention to basketball no more. It's so sad, like what he owns. But anyways, he they signed him for to be a part of the board today, and then DraftKings shot up at least like 12 to 14% today. So today, what I want to show everyone, well, I want to tell everyone that I scalped. That's the key term, scalp. Scalping is when you get in and out of a position, sometimes a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. So it's day trading essentially. So I
That's a
was
pretty
able
solid
to
scalp.
collect 300 out of DraftKings today, which is pretty good. I would say my goal is like $250 a day, um, and
Hmm.
DraftKings, paid me 300. I
Hmm.
think there's going to be more out of DraftKings
I'm up.
for them to sign Jordan
Hmm.
is huge. So it's one of those buy the rumor, sell the news, right? And a lot of people really sold the news today because if you looked at DraftKings, it went down the moment it opened, the market opened, it shot down all the way to like 38, 37. Okay,
Hmm.
from 43 to 37. That's like a that's like a 12-13% drop right there. Yeah. So we took advantage of the bottom and actually caught the bottom. And when again for the folks who are listening right now, just be excited when we do the live trading session because I want
No
to show
credit
you
card
guys
required, John.
for free,
Don't give the
no
house
credit card
away.
required, no email required, no email required. Just click the link
It's
below.
not.
No,
It's
none
not
of that,
clickbait,
man.
people. We just want to.
I'm
We just
tired
want you
of
guys to
seeing
learn so that we
that
could all have
ish,
fun.
man. Yeah, and on top of that, for the ones who don't believe in this stuff, because
Mhm.
a lot of people don't, um, they think that it's a scam. That how can you make that much in like an hour? That's there has to be something. That I have to put up money. Well, obviously, there's risk involved, but I'm
We
looking
did.
at the chart right now, and we nailed the bottom here.
Next
And
time on
how
Dragon
are
Ball
we able
Z.
to nail the bottom? I'll tell you guys next time. Um, Also,
Mhm.
I was able to scalp today. I was able to scalp SDC, Smile Dental Club. Um, their biggest news today was their CEO, one of their executives, bought like 1.5 million shares. So for the folks who are reading the news, if you're invested in a company and the CEO or top executives, they're reinvesting money,
Mhm.
in the stock or they're buying stocks, that's a good time to buy because that kind of tells you, the strength of the company, and that kind of tells you that the
Yeah.
executives,
Just
even the
like, just
executives,
like
they
I can't.
know something is
Yeah, just like I can't trust
something
Moderna
is up.
anymore. Like
You
Moderna is
know,
gonna tell us,
they're
oh,
not just
the
gonna buy
vaccine
like out
comes
of
out
nowhere.
tomorrow, but then their CEOs sell off their shares. Like, what do you want me to do with that kind of news?
Yeah, exactly. So on the flip side, now if you see a company that's putting out news, the executive just sold 1 million shares. Well, obviously, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I've done my shares too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, well, first of all, they had to announce all these executives. They had to announce that they're either buying or selling. That's just part of the game,
Mm-hmm.
because if they don't disclose that, that means it's insider trading, and they can go to jail for that. But these crooks, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of things happen like that.
All
So,
types of violations. It's like Oprah.
yeah, yeah. So Moderna, I think that was like last month's news, right?
Yeah.
One of their executives just unloaded like crazy tons, like how many shares? Like 1 million, 2 million?
It was sizable enough for me to not believe that the vaccine is coming.
Exactly. And look at where the stock is at right now, 63,
Mm-hmm.
64. you know, and basically it lost the hype.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure another pump job is imminent. Like it's gonna happen.
Let's talk about when do you think the vaccine is going to come?
So I when I'm trading, you'll see that CNBC is always on because
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I like
Okay.
to keep up with the news. And
So
today,
why do you choose CNBC out of like all the the financial news stations.
Because they're unbiased. I feel
Okay.
they're unbiased.
What show do you normally watch?
I from the moment the market's open until I'm done with TV.
Okay.
That's all on. Even when I'm trading on Think or Swim, there's a little panel that has like
Yeah.
TV. I'll turn that
Yep.
on. If the baby's watching TV, or if somebody else is watching it, I'll have that on so that I can keep up with the news. Because sometimes
Yep.
you'll see a nice little ticker symbol, and you're like, why is this moving? What are you doing? Right? And then you look it up.
Explain.
Yeah.
Explain.
What do you mean? Like let's say for example, I'm looking at I'm watching TV and I see a ticker symbol. Let's say for example, SRNE is on the move, right? I look at it. I look at the charts for SRNE and I see what the news was that made it move, and then I look at the charts to see if I can get an optimal position in, and if it is, I'll hop in, and if not, I'm not going to do it.
Yep. I'm going to give you an example. I'm currently in SPCE, Virgin Galactic space. So when they interviewed the CEO, this was last month. So I'm going to give you guys an example. When they interviewed the CEO, I forgot what station it was. It was probably CNBC. He was saying all these great things, right? It was granted it was only 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was making all these promises, right? Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. Okay, projections, right? And as soon as he was talking on live TV, you can see the stock go up slowly. It's crazy. It had like a 5 to like 8% run within like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. You watch those.
Yeah, so
That's a good scalping tool, by the way.
exactly. So if you guys are watching the news while you're trading, great, because keep up with current events. A lot of things could happen in the morning, like a law could be passed, or I don't know, someone declares war, or a bomb blows up, right? Like anything. And then next thing you know, you're going to see the market dip or the market run or whatever it does, right? And now you're going to see, if we're reactive to these types of news. Again, we're in a very news driven market. Mm-hmm. Okay, so any big news coming from Donald Trump or the election or the vaccine, you're just going to see the market either take a dump or skyrocket.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about how powerful Donnie's tweets are, right?
Yeah.
Something just came across my phone. This guy, El Presidente, said, "Dear North Carolina, you should test the voting system by voting twice."
He gets twice the vote.
So they want him to vote twice for him.
See what I'm saying about the news? Thank God the market's closed.
Actually,
man.
Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Nah, not bad. Not bad.
Oh my God, SDC just hit 10.15.
There you go. There you go.
No, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, this week is going to be very promising. We still have Broadcom and DocuSign to give us some solid end of week performance, and I'm hoping that it goes further. But let me tell you a story. So to all the daddies out there, like especially when you're in a pandemic, there will be some times that you have a disagreement with your wife.
I have that every second.
Every second. Is that every second? You know what? They're don't get me wrong. Our wives, the women in our lives, they're the strongest people for putting up with us. And anybody who says no is a goddamn liar. You need to reevaluate yourself, because behind a strong marriage is definitely the woman. I thoroughly believe that. I really believe that in order for you to have a strong union, your wife needs to be strong-willed and needs to keep you in check at all times. So we had a disagreement. She said some things, and my pride got a little bit hurt. I'm not, I don't yell. I'm not a violent person. So what I did was, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna focus on my day and just go my merry way, right? And in the midst of this all, you know what? In my head, you know what I did? In my head, the voice inside my head said, you know what, Nico? Let's teach her a lesson. Let's teach her a lesson so that maybe the next time she won't say that anymore and you will be okay. So the voice inside my head says, go on a hunger strike. Don't eat. Hunger strike.
Hunger strike?
Like in people, when people feel like there's, when people have like this, when certain people feel injustice, they just don't eat because they want to prove a point. So I did it. So went on a hunger strike. I go on this hunger strike, and I'm hungry, dude. And usually I fast until noon, anyways. But from noon to like late night, I was like just dying because like I couldn't think. My head was starting to hurt. I drank water, and I was like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. In my hunger, the next day, I apologized. I went up to her.
How'd you apologize?
So I tried to do this. I tried to apologize in two ways. First and foremost, I bought her flowers. So I ordered flowers.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? Flowers, they always work.
Yes, but wait up. This is the. So
go ahead.
Yeah, so I bought flowers, but I thought that the flowers were supposed to come in that same day. So I'm waiting for the flowers. Here I am, still hungry. I thought I could sweeten up the pot and make it easy by getting the delivery for the flowers and bringing it up myself and apologizing with the flowers. Found out that the flowers aren't arriving. It didn't arrive till yesterday. Like the flowers came yesterday. I never mentioned anything to her. Oh yeah, for sure. But let's get back to the day that I apologized. So I went upstairs. I went up to the room and I said, "Hey, can we talk?" I swallowed my pride. I apologized. I said, "I'm very sorry. We made up. We kissed. We hugged." And I had my head held up high. I was walking outside, and I turn around and I go, "Just so you know, I was on a hunger strike yesterday." And then she looks at me and says, "Okay."
Okay. Like, you know that meme? Like,
okay. Like she didn't even notice that I was suffering. I was hungry. And I felt so stupid.
So how was your pride?
I mean, if it wasn't for the hunger, I would have gone on another hunger strike. Again? I would have gone another. I was hurt again. The voice in my head was like, you know what? Let's teach her another lesson. You should go on another hunger strike. And then in my head, you know what, guy? That didn't work out the first time. Let's not pick a fight. Let's not pick a fight. You should just move on with your life. It's a happy day, and just hope that the flowers show up pretty soon. It didn't even come at all. So. But the flowers are amazing. Like, shout out to Farm Girl Flowers. Farm Girl Flowers.
What website? Okay, you gotta send that to me because I probably owe my wife like flowers every day. And you know what? This show is about. It's not about just trading. It's about obviously it's trading daddies. It's about family and relationship and being just a dad, at the same time. So you've asked me this, like,
Hmm.
and because I'm always busy, right? I'm always moving. There's always something to do. Granted, I got 3 kids, but more than that, like I have, other jobs that I need to do, right? Um, Shout out to um, she. If you're listening, I know you will. She's probably gonna give me some good
Ooh,
jitsu and
baby number
graces.
4.
Yeah, she. Oh, we were just talking about that half an hour ago. Like she, she smacked me. She was like, "Hell no." But shout out to my wife. She was the one who pretty much told me, "Hey, pursue what makes you happy." Okay, and I was in the restaurant industry where I would work crazy 14-hour days, and when I would get
Hmm.
home, I'd be just dead tired. You know, it's
Hmm.
similar to like any jobs, right? Like you go the distance, and when you get home, you still gotta deal with the family, cook dinner, whatever, right?
Hmm.
She, like what you said, she held it, she held everything together. And she was the one who told me, "Hey, pursue what makes you happy." And here we are. So I just want to say thank you to my wife, Tanara, for giving me a chance on this one, and it's working out well. But here's the thing, though. I'll give you an example. Like today, today was a very busy day in the market. Um, she pretty much took care of the kids and the family for 8 hours straight. You know, I was in the office for 8 hours. I had breakfast here. I was brushing my teeth here. Um, yeah,
Well,
shout out to my
shout out to her
wife.
too, because
Shout out to all the wives. I mean, someday we'll have
yeah,
a trading
we've thought about
mommies.
this. We've thought about this. I remember talking to my wife about it because, um, you know what, like, it's actually been very rewarding, and she sees, like, all right, to John's point, our wives kind of feed off of our energy, right? You know what I mean? So if they
Yeah,
see something that we're passionate about, right?
yeah,
Um, a loving and caring wife, right? Will a talk to you about your pursuits and make sure that you're on the same page. Secondly, they will support the shit out of you, like, bar none. Like, they will back you up if you're passionate about something. And I mean, us men, like, in innately, we're salesmen, right? You sell them the dream, right? You sell them the idea that you will do anything and everything it takes in order for the family to survive, right? You will sell them the
yep,
idea that you got them no matter what. You got them, you got the kids no matter what, right? And by doing that, they will support you and support what you want to do. And this is a fun story that I'm going to tell you guys right now, because I'm here, I still have a 9 to 5 job. I'm still working at home, obviously, and I'm trading on the side, right? And now my wife is talking to me about trading, right? So that right there, like, I'm over here talking about my plays, and she listens, and she goes, "Oh, what are you looking for?" She comes up to my computer and looks at the chart and says, "What's that?" Right? And nothing brings a
that's
bigger
cute.
smile to my face than seeing that my better half, right? My better half is as
Yeah,
invested as
that's
I
cute.
am, because after, if shit hits the fan, at least I've learned a skill. I've learned something that can potentially be the main source of income in the worst case scenario. Well,
So
no,
when are you
I
gonna
don't,
hop
like,
on full time?
don't get me wrong. If it's crossed my mind, it's definitely crossed my mind. But I think right now, and again, that's still me talking to her, and then she's giving me her input, and we've come to not a solution, but we've come to a conclusion that it's not the right time. And with her opinion saying that it's not the right time, as much as I want to be a full time trader, I have to respect her wishes. I have to respect her opinion, and still prove myself that it is a possibility. And when but she's not closed off to the idea, which is awesome. Like, right? She's very supportive of what I do. She's actually very supportive of me talking to John damn near 24 hours a day. So
I'm telling you, man, it's an outlet for me. I need someone to vent
so
to
she
and
was
talk
like,
to.
like normal people would be like super jealous if you're like texting at like 12 a.m. just looking for something, and Pam turns around and she goes, "You're talking about plays?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Good night." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So and it's been very rewarding. It's been very fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed my trading career so far. I've reaped the rewards of some of it, and I've experienced some great losses, like fucking fat losses. I've lost a lot, but at the same time, I've gained so much, not just in capital, but also in experience, and as well as like this right here. I mean, we've started a podcast. We've started something that we've been wanting to do for a while now, and John's a big part of that, right, dude?
Love this pod. I just want to let everyone know, the listeners, the viewers, Nico, like, I love this pod because you and I, we have
It
to show
is. It is
everyone that
possible.
it's possible.
Now,
It's
now more than ever is
possible.
the time to learn.
Like, yeah, if you're
Mm-hmm.
young, don't waste your time,
Mm-hmm.
man. Get started early. It's possible. And then we're showing you guys. We're gonna do live trade sessions, or we're gonna set up a store. We have a lot of things
Oh,
planned
it's
for
going to
you
be a lot
guys.
of fun.
So
This
just
is
hang
I'm in
in
it for
there.
the long haul. We've already made necessary steps to get this, make this bigger than anything. But what we really am asking for is for you guys to spread the word, and hope that we the things that we talk about on a weekly or is it bi-weekly? No, I don't think it's bi-weekly. It's still weekly, right? I get those confused sometimes. Yeah. And the episodes that we
Weekly.
we talk to you guys, and just let other people know that you guys have found a new cool show, that they're just two simple dads that just talk about life, trading, and potentially they could learn a few things or two. um if you're on if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, smash that like button, right, and then leave a comment, because we love those comments. It makes us a whole lot better. um any
And and on top of that, before we head out here, we're not asking for donations. We're not
No.
asking for money or handouts or whatever. Everything's free. And then on top of that, we've actually, I don't want to say we've called out
Mhm.
plays, because that's not what we're here for. We pretty much tell, our friends, our folks in the Discord channel, we always tell them, hey, the reason I'm getting into DocuSign is because this is what I see. Okay. We also back it up with like either technical analysis or fundamental analysis. Okay. The reason we got into Okta,
Mhm.
the reason I shorted Overstock, like there's so many countless, stocks that we traded. I think like over 20 stocks in like the past,
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
5 6 days. Okay. We and then I think we went
You know what?
18 out
I've
of
never
20
counted it like that. Are you
winners.
counting? We're 18 for 20.
But no, I'm counting. Uh, Monday I went 12 out of 14, 12 winners
We
out
have
of
statistics.
14.
I didn't
I
know we
only
had
took two
statistics.
losses. We do have statistics. Um, but we're not BSing
Mhm.
people here. We're not just telling people, oh, buy this, buy that. We actually want to spread the word and spread it's an educational experience, right? So when you chat with us, when you listen to us, when it comes to these
Mhm.
trades, we back it up with like actual facts. Um, I mean, the stuff that we played
Yeah.
paid out very well, and majority of the followers that followed, hey, some
Mhm.
of them took a screenshot and hey, thank you for this. And I'm like, hey, you
Hey,
want to
how
buy
about
my
you feed me
groceries?
some steaks, right? How about you feed me some, like, for example, today, not everything
Yeah.
is roses. Like Rocket, RKT, for example, right? We called out because I felt that, it was the future of home buying. It's the future of mortgage signing, right? They announced great earnings, they announced good revenue,
Mhm.
but it's still, tanking after hours. Let's see where it goes
Yep.
tomorrow, but we called it out, and it's some people already caught the somebody called out the trade before most of us hopped in, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not
It ran.
just us that are giving the
Yeah.
signals. It's the whole team is trying to profit off of it. And if you guys are going to join, please, let us know, because we'd love to have you. It is really one of the best tools that we currently use on a day in and day out basis. I mean, dude, I have a friend that's in that same Discord who made like 5,400 this week. Like, dude, like, you know what I
Damn.
mean? Uh,
I didn't make 5,400 this week. I didn't make no 5,400 this week. Well, thanks for sending
and
me that signal.
hey, like,
Man,
you're in
whoever
the
made
same,
5,400, like, buy me
you're
some groceries, man. Like,
you're in the same room, John.
I'll put my Cash App. But in all honesty, though, like, check the facts. Scroll up in the Discord channel. We pretty much backed up, all of our plays. And listen, if
Mhm.
you guys want to check it out. Just shoot us a message. Shoot me a message. Follow Trading Daddies. That's what we're trying to do right now. Grow a community of traders, and
Nope. Full
we don't have
transparency.
anything
We
that
tell you
like
guys when we
to hide
lose. We
here.
tell you guys when we win. It's a lot of losing, but it's a lot of fun. But when we do win, Jesus Christ, we do win. We do win by miles, by miles when we do call it out and we're correct. Um,
Yeah.
Before we go, any final trades, things that you're looking at?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in CLDR still. It's not down that much. It's only down like 20 cents. So I'm probably only going to be down 200 for tomorrow. I am long NIO, because keep an eye on that one, because
22nd.
Battery Day is
Mm-hmm.
coming, September 22nd. I think we spoke about that last in our last pod. I'm also long Tesla. Long meaning I'm not even going to look at it for the next year or so, because I just want to ride it.
YOLO 40.
40 shares deep, and I'm
YOLO 40.
yeah, that's 20 grand, man.
Bro.
When I clicked that
YOLO
market button, I
40.
was like, what did I just do? Anyways, so I'm in Okta as well. I do see a strong upward trend on Okta because it's been an underdog. I'm still calling 240, 250 calls on that. Um, DraftKings, we're going to keep an eye on it. I'm also in space still, because the chart is still primed for a bounce. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. DocuSign is reporting tomorrow after hours.
So currently my
On,
holdings are, I still
on the,
have I'm still holding the Apple shares from Splitsville this past Monday. I'm in DraftKings with John. I am now changing Tesla's name to Bird Box. So when I say Bird Box, we mean Tesla, because it's just a blind trade, because you just don't look at it. You set it and forget. It's like an Instapot
don't look
or
at
a
it.
crock pot.
Just don't.
Huh?
No.
And set it and forget it.
Ronco.
So I'm still
Set
in
it
Bird
and
Box.
forget it.
I added yesterday in Bird Box. Um, I'm in Broadcom, ticker AVGO, for a September 4th call. It's supposed to be ending on Friday. In DocuSign.
Yep.
DocuSign. I just look at DocuSign and I'm happy. Lockheed Martin, I'm gonna ride it until tomorrow. Let's see where it goes because we're in this tech cycle. I needed something out of tech to potentially, because we're gonna see those pullbacks from here and there. Rocket, I'm currently down on my Rocket calls, but we'll see where it goes. I have a feeling that tomorrow might be a better day. And I have my 2 Tesla calls for October 2nd. Before I go though, I just want to run an idea by you. Costco, COST, is reporting earnings on September 24th. During this whole pandemic, where do you go weekly?
Right.
Costco. What membership have you not canceled? Costco. What do you think Albertson's membership?
Albert's.
Solid for groceries all around, right? Solid for groceries all around. But Costco, however,
company,
they just reported that their revenue is higher. It's magically, they just announced it like that. And after hours, it rose up 15 points.
It's a hype.
Exactly.
They're basically telling you.
So what I am going to be doing, this is,
so it's going to be.
I want you guys to follow this trade with me. If you guys want to join in, please join in. I will be taking 1 call for Costco starting tomorrow. I am currently looking at the where is that? I'm currently looking at the October 2nd expiration date. Looking at a potential 370 or 375 strike price. And I'm writing it until they're done with earnings because I really feel really good about Costco. So if you guys want to ride that with me, that would be awesome. Let's all try to win together. And but don't send me hate mail if we end up losing money here. But let's talk about that though. If you do your maximum loss on that trade, depending on what the pricing is, but currently it's like $700 maximum loss, right? That's how much you're willing to lose. Again, we talked about this before. Aim small, miss small. If you're willing to lose that $700, go ham. Don't even buy 2. That roller coaster is just too much, right? Just have 1 just to get a little taste of it. That's what I'm going to be doing. And you're riding? Yeah. We doing this together? Let's go. You see that? Trading Daddies. Let's go. Right? But with that being said, again, we love you. We miss being out in the real world, but we do definitely love you guys for listening, and we really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Any last words, buddy? Good. Yeah, let's keep the momentum going. Thank you guys.
We're already having a good week.
We are out.
Yeah. All right.